Guys, the chicken is here, bringing you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're making some moves, and we have hit the gold ranks. We're going to go over kind of the changes that we made, I guess, to get here, what our plan is in the next few upgrades. First, I want to address yesterday's video. Guys, I'm so sorry that glitched out. I don't know what happened. It was really weird. I made the video, and it was fine. You know, I edited it great, and I uploaded it to YouTube. I guess something happened once I uploaded it to YouTube, which has never happened before. It was just really weird, because I made another video right after that for Brawl Stars on the second channel. No issues. Came out completely fine. So, I don't know what that was. I am very sorry about that. You know, I try to make these as, you know, high quality as I can. But yeah, so, excited today, guys. We finally got into gold rank. We got up to about 1620, 1630, something like that, and yeah, so the plan is to save a little bit. Also, big shout out to everyone that is using the code chicken in the shop. I know I'm not doing any more, I'm not doing any crazy giveaways at the moment, but as soon as I figure out what exactly this creator boost does, however much I get from it, I'm gonna give back. I'm gonna give back to you guys by doing monthly or every 2-month giveaways. And that's going to be like Play Store cards, gems, merch, whatever I can get my hands on to give back to you guys for helping me out. And yeah, so follow Twitter or Discord or Instagram or something like that to be entered in the giveaway. So let's go ahead and crack open this chest, guys. That's going to give us another 20 keys. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of hoarding up the keys. Here's my plan, and I think I'm going to stick to it. My plan is to have enough keys to go Rifleman, Medkit, 4 engines, straight to Heavy Choppers. Now, I know the Heavy Choppers cost 8 GB to deploy, so 8 of them times, what do we start with? How much GB do we start with, guys? 8 times 8 is 64, so we actually don't have enough to deploy all of them. So we'll probably have to mix in some Rocket Choppers, or just some Ground Heavies. And kind of mix it up and go from there. Now, this base, I'm finding right now to be the hardest base. This was my old base. And the problem is, if you get someone that heavy rushes you... Whoa. If you get someone that heavy rushes you, they can typically take you down a lot faster than you can take down this base, which is a problem. So let's go right like that. Wow, he's got some high-level boom mines. Look at it. They're just wrecking our heavies. Now, try to save battle orders for when we actually are on the engine room, because we'll get the most value out of it that way. And let's go like this. Brick's going to go down there, guys. And we just got to kind of pray here. I'm actually going to see what happens with this engine room. It looks like we get it. 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 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, a little bit late. I didn't trust my heavies. 3 minutes, 4 seconds, not a bad time. Oh, it's going to be close. Man, I should have just, here's what happened. I should have just unloaded the barrage as soon as I moved the heavies over to the second engine room. But, it was risky. Because I wanted to make sure I at least got 2 engine rooms. I'm not farming chests or anything. It doesn't really matter. I mean, if I got 2 engine rooms, I'm probably going to lose, but that was my mindset. So he went for 1 right there. Now, he actually used heavies and Zookas, which is interesting. That definitely say. I can't believe that he took down all 3 engines. It's the critters, man. The critters, like, I don't know. It seems like it's just on defense. Like, if you're defending and the guy you're going against uses, like, 2 critters, like, all your defenses are just like, duh, like, can't focus, can't do anything. There's a critter, like, can't kill it, can't shoot past it, like, oh man, it's frustrating. But what was I saying before that? Yeah, so even though we don't have enough gunboat energy to drop all the heavy choppers right away, there's a gunboat node here, there's a gunboat node here. They're not very expensive. I mean, it's gonna take essentially it's gonna take a couple chests if we use all of our keys to get to the heavy chopper. Now, I could go 4 engines right now, but I'm not going to, because 1, we're doing all right as it is, and 2, I want to be able to get heavy choppers as soon as I get to 4 engines, because if I just go to 4 engines right now, I'm going to be facing nothing but heavy choppers, and I have no way of defending against them. So, okay, so let's go. We're going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brick in the center. The rest of the heavies up like this. As soon as the heavies start to fire, we're moving them up this way. Okay. First one's down. 1, 2. Now, sure, I could move the heavies over, but it's faster to just use barrage. They might not even make it to the last engine room. Pop. And I'll throw critters out here just because why not? And boom. There it is, guys. The heavy rushes, man, they're killer. They're absolutely deadly. This is what the meta at 3 engines turned out to be. It was just heavies with level 4 barrage. It's absolutely ridiculous. And if you got battle orders too, whew, you're laughing. You're cooking. You're cooking, you're smoking, and you're having a good time. Bruce Lee, 64. He's not having a good time. But you see what I mean with the critters? It's like, come on, defenses. Like, sure, there's not many left now, but I can just tell by this attack. It's like, duh, like I'm just, you know, like 2 critters. I don't know what to do. 326 versus 252. That is a hashtag victory, guys. So this is a, I think this is a season high for us. Let's see if we can keep this going. You know, a little bit of a hot streak. It's okay to push it now and then. It's okay to push it. Okay, let's go. Oh, you son of a, I didn't mean to deploy there. The stupid iPad, man, it drives me insane. It constantly throws out things that I, you know, inputs that I don't say or whatever. Like, I gotta be so careful with it, because it's like, if I just move the screen the wrong way. If I just move the screen the wrong way, it's like throwing out flares left and right. Are we gonna get this? Come on, heavies, come on, heavies, come on, heavies, come on, heavies, come on, heavies. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's all because I deployed on the wrong side. I didn't mean to deploy on the right. Stupid, man. Oh, well, there goes our win streak. That's the most frustrating because I was like 1% or whatever off that engine room. If I got that engine room, I would have barrage for the 3rd engine room. We would have won. But now we lose. Assuming this guy... Well, I mean, he's got critters, so I mean, he's going to take our base down regardless of the troops that he's using, but... he could do something really stupid. He still has to get 2 engines. But it looks like the cannons and the everything else are just going to be so distracted by those 6 heavies and the critters, so... It looks like he'll probably get 2 for sure. Yeah, I mean... Let's start over. God, can you tell the chicken's been hit by critters a lot, guys? But yeah, so I don't know. That's the plan. Is it the best plan? I think so. I think everything I've done aside from the rocket launchers has been pretty optimal. Like, I'm pretty happy with how the season's been going. It's a little grindy, which is fine. You know, it's a short season too, so the metas are changing so quickly. But let's try to end on a good note. Let's end on a good note, not on a stupid heavies and iPad whatever note. Okay, typically I don't mind these bases. Here's how I do this. You see all the flamethrowers and all the machine guns. Everything is typically based on you moving your heavies right off that right side of the ramp, right? So here's what we do instead to counter. It's very simple. It doesn't take that much more time. It is a little bit slower, but it essentially guarantees they're going to take the base down at least, which I think is more important. You know, if it sacrifices 5 seconds, so be it. It's a little bit safer. God, this iPad scares the hell out of me when I'm playing sometimes. It's like I could just tell when it's ready. It's like, oh, you're moving the screen? You want to launch a flare? Do you want to launch a flare? Now we'll hit battle orders. Now we'll hit battle orders, okay. Oh, jeez, they're slowing down. They're slowing down fast. No, go again. Unbelievable, man. I don't know. Some bases you go against, I don't know if he's got higher building damage or ice statues or whatever, but sometimes the heavies just melt. But it's warships. It's warships, right? You win a couple, you lose a couple, you win a couple, you lose a couple. At least this season they changed the stars. So if you find that you're progressing a little bit easier, Good God, get out of the screen. If you find if you're progressing a little bit easier, how it works is you play an attack and you win 10 or 11, and then you lose an attack and now you lose 8 or 9 instead of losing 10 or 11. So you're not punished as hard for losing. I think it's more so at the start that comes into effect than as you progress throughout the season, but it just makes it a little less grindy at the start by 1 star. I mean, it's not life-changing, but it's not as painful. It's not as painful, but it's still painful, guys, because it's Warships. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate anyone who considers using the code CHICKEN in the shop. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back. I hope the whole thing recorded this time.